Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. We are back with another weekly reading. I've been doing these every single weekend for a few months now and I absolutely love them. We get a lot of detail, so if you haven't watched one before, get ready because we're going to get a card for every single day as well as lots of charms. We get tea leaf cards and we have a special guest oracle every week. This week I am sticking with the traveling theme. I just posted a reading from a hotel room. I did a check-in with the universe video, so if you want to check that out, I would definitely recommend that one. It was a lot of fun. It was a little bit shorter, so I'll link that one below. But yeah, we used the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards today. So a lot of detail as always. I will show you what we have, but first let's take a deep breath together, and this will give you a little bit more time to focus on which umbrella you feel drawn to. Pause the video if you need more time. There's no rush at all. And definitely if you want to pause too, make some tea, get a pen and paper, maybe make some notes. It's a lot of fun. But let me show you what we have. So group one, we have this blue umbrella. For group two, we have this pink umbrella. And group three, we have this yellow umbrella. And I always loved getting these in fancy drinks, like whenever they have these little umbrellas. I always think they're a lot of fun. So yeah, take your time, there's no rush. And please remember, have fun with my readings. My readings are ultimately meant for entertainment purposes. If you get a challenging card on any of the days of the week, please do not let that determine how your day is going to go. Don't set yourself up for a bad day. You know, it's kind of like self-fulfilling prophecy when that happens. So if you get a challenging card, don't be like, oh wow, Thursday's not going to be good. That's not the case at all. We're just having fun. We're looking at different energies and themes throughout the day. So just keep that in mind. Try to put these readings in perspective and have fun with it. We're looking at 1 week in 1 whole month and an entire year, okay? So every week comes with challenges and every week has different obstacles that we might be overcoming. So we're just using this as kind of a fun little peek into the week and different themes that might pop in. So have fun with it first and foremost, okay? And if you like my readings and you want to support my channel even more, you can check out my memberships and Patreon page, both linked below. And that's where I post an additional reading every single week, so you can check that out. Also, I will link the hotel video that I just recorded below too, because I don't know, I loved that video and I hope that you'll watch it. Yeah, let's dive in. I will put the timestamps and all of the information below as usual. We will start with group number 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose the blue umbrella, then this is your week ahead messages. So we are going to dive into each of the next 7 days and see what is in store for you, what might happen, different energies, different fun things that might, pop in this week. So if you are joining me for the first time, welcome. These weekly readings are a lot of fun, and every week we have a special guest oracle. This week's oracle is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards, and I actually just used these cards. I did a reading from my hotel room while traveling, so if you want to check that out, I'll link it below. It's a message that you're meant to hear from the universe. So we're sticking with the traveler theme today. So Infinite Abundance is your card of the week. So abundance is pouring into your life. So I'm excited to see what that says. Let's get you your tea leaf cards. Group 1. What is in store for group 1 this week? Love. And beware of great pride. Okay. All right. Get you your tarot cards. 8 of Wands. Oh, okay, you've got 3 for Tuesday. You've got the Lovers, 2 of Wands, and the Emperor. So I have to sneeze. Oh, goodness. Okay, Wednesday. 3 of Pentacles. Let me just go like that. There we go. Thursday. Page of Wands. Friday, 9 of Wands. Saturday, 3 of Wands. And Sunday, The High Priestess. Okay, so I'm noticing a lot of wands in particular. We'll get your charms too. I just want to do a quick little glance, and we'll read this to you before we dive into the full reading. You've got some major arcanas as well. You've got the Emperor, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. And then, yeah, a lot of wands, 1 Pentacles card. Okay. So wands is the main energy this week. So it could be a week full of passion, creativity, excitement. Even your Pentacles card actually is making me think of that. Okay, so your main messages. So beware of great pride. I feel like there could be something this week where it's important to, I guess, understand that this can be like a team effort, because I'm even noticing it here with the 3 people kind of collecting these apples. So I'm wondering if this has to do with the Beware of Great Pride card. We'll have to see once we get there, but you also have love coming in this week. So yeah, I'm excited to see what charms you have. This will give us a lot of detail, and have fun with the charms too. Like certain charms might have personal significance to you. Let me just think of an example here. So popcorn, you know, this can be like 8 of Wands energy. It can be excitement and rapid growth, a lot of energy. It can also just mean that you're going to the movies or something. So have fun with it. Okay. All right. Okay, very cool. Exciting charms, actually. Not as many. I mean, I close my eyes, so I don't ever really know like how many are actually, how many I've actually picked up, but this is actually the perfect amount. All right, so let's start group 1 by reading your Infinite Abundance message. All right, it says, everything is blooming and bearing fruit now. Open yourself to receive. The prosperity you seek is being activated. A stream of abundance in all areas of life is ready to flow into your life. The Creator desires that you prosper. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not a time to passively wait for prosperity to fall into your lap, okay? So there's something about like collecting, because like this apple orchard, they actually have to now put in the work to like collect what has grown. So this is saying like abundance is pouring into your life, but it's not a time to kind of just expect it to, well, I like how it says that, fall into your lap. Like now you have to take action in the direction of your dreams, okay? So there's opportunity available to you, but you have to collect it, is my feeling. So life goes in cycles. There are times when the fields lay fallow, and there are also times of harvest. Right now, you are moving toward a harvest time to receive an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Okay, so we've got a clue here. There also could be an abundance of love coming in. It's coming through today as like sharing and like group effort, okay, because of the 3 of Pentacles as well. I feel like whatever's coming in this week really is going to not only benefit you, but the people that you love, the people that you care about. There's going to be enough to share. And then it says, however, you must first know that you deserve it, and you do. There are times on the journey when life is fallow. I hope I'm saying that right. But in the times of harvest, the sacred traveler shares the bounty and even volunteers to help others to bring their crops. Okay, so I think that's where this peacock card is coming in. This is a time to give deeply and fully of who you are and what you have. For the more you truly give, the more you receive. Okay, it's a universal law. As you focus on gratitude for what you already have, your abundance will grow leaps and bounds. So just before we get in, like one of the main themes this week is like, there could be a situation where you have worked hard, okay, or your good things are coming in for you and you know that you deserve it, okay? So there's the recognition of like, yes, you deserve it, right? Whether it's an opportunity, whether it's money, whether it's just something good happening. But don't be too proud to help the other people around you this week, or feel like if something, and I know that you wouldn't, but this is just the message that's coming through, but like, even though you deserve it, or you put in the work, like let's just say you were one of these people and you did most of the work, okay? There's still going to be enough to like spread the abundance around, okay? Yes, like you put in a lot of effort and you do deserve this, but there's going to be enough abundance to share, okay? And this could also actually represent, sometimes we can be too proud to like ask for help or ask for assistance, okay? So someone else could actually be helping you with your crops too, right? So we'll see kind of how this comes into the picture, but you are getting that as a message. Beware of great pride. So let's dive into the week or the day-by-day breakdown here. You've got some exciting cards, nothing overly challenging that I'm even seeing here, honestly. And I always give the disclaimer of, if a challenging card pops up, don't let it ruin your day. But really, you don't have many. I would say Friday potentially has the feeling of feeling slightly defensive or overwhelmed. You're trying to persist through something, but overall, the week actually looks pretty fantastic. And we're starting out busy, okay? Because Monday you've got the 8 of Wands. So a lot of energy coming in. 4 o'clock could be relevant or really important for some reason. You've got the lighthouse, you've got the balloon, you've got a tantalizing prospect will come your way. So something that is really interesting to you or something that you want to kind of look more into. This could be like a sudden opportunity too, because you've got the 8 of Wands with it. Something really sudden, something exciting, something new, a shift in energy, okay? And this is likely sudden, really exciting, really fun. So something is popping into your, I'm getting atmosphere on Monday, okay? Something exciting, and it could be like exciting news, someone calling you and saying, hey, listen, I just got this opportunity. Do you want to join me or something like that? Hey, I'm traveling. Could definitely be travel. I'm traveling next week. I've got more space in the car. Do you want to join me? All sorts of different things. It could be like a job opportunity, but something really appealing to you is popping in. You got the lighthouse as well. The lighthouse can have to do with guidance. You could be being directed in a certain situation, all right? So there could be some guidance coming in on Monday as well. And you have the balloon. So this could actually be like something like an exciting news that you're celebrating to do with like a birthday or a party or something like that. I would say this is one of my busy day cards. If you know my readings, you know this and the 2 of Pentacles I often refer to as my busy day cards. This is a different kind of energy though. This is like, be adaptable this day. Things could change kind of quickly and unexpectedly. The day could kind of, I just got the phrase, get away from you. It could be especially busy, a lot going on, a lot of sudden changes that you might have to adapt to. So that's what's coming in Monday. There could be like a sudden need to redirect from a situation. Okay, that just came through with the lighthouse. And yes, possibly something to celebrate, or it could actually represent like a birthday or a party or something this week, an invitation, something to do with that. Okay, let's see what this says. Pack your bags, you're bound for an exciting destination. Okay, it's strange that I mentioned that in the example. So there could be something about travel, travel opportunity, travel plans coming up. You do have the 2 of Wands. You've also got the book that day too. So a couple of different themes this week because you have 3 cards, 2 of them being major arcana cards. I'm seeing a decision, okay? So I'm seeing a possible choice that you are faced with on Tuesday. It feels exciting though, and it feels really like you're exploring different opportunities, okay? So I think with pack your bags, you're bound for an exciting destination, and the 2 of Wands with the little globe, that they're holding, I think that this is just representing like there's somewhere exciting. It's actually reminding me of like a game show announcer, pack your bags, you're headed for, and then like some sort of surprise location or some sort of really nice place, whether it's more symbolic or actually traveling. It could be either, but it's like you're with this 8 of Wands, something exciting is coming in and you're kind of preparing for it or getting ready for it. You could kind of be in charge of having to make a certain decision on Tuesday as well. Like there could be something you're kind of in charge to take the lead with and make the choice, all right? So people could be looking to you for guidance, or you could just kind of be in control of a situation or a choice that you're trying to make, exploring options and then making the decision, or I'm getting kind of creating the plan. Like you are in the lead here. You're a bit of a leader in a sense on Tuesday with something. There could be a very powerful partnership coming into play as well on Tuesday, okay? That's leading us into Wednesday and I'll get there, but there definitely could be an important collaboration or partnership. 2 people, it kind of feels like 2 people creating a strategy or a plan to like bring an idea to life or bring something into reality. There's also a feeling of like maybe sorting out some of the creative details is coming through. But yeah, some sort of like powerful partnership could definitely be popping in Tuesday in some way. And you've got the book too, so this can have to do with research doing research, more information coming in. It's funny too, because the Two of Wands, this particular Two of Wands is always my internet research card. Because they're holding the world, I always think of the World Wide Web. So I think of like internet research, and you've got the book. So whether that's like something you're doing online or just like information that's coming in for you, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a feeling of like, what I'm getting to kind of summarize it is like a powerful creative partnership, or making concrete plans just came in. Concrete plans or a plan of action for the future on Tuesday, okay? So something you're doing, something you're kind of putting into action, you know, creating, I just keep getting creating a solid plan on Tuesday, okay? And again, there could be like elements of partnership for sure. Teamwork for sure is coming through Tuesday, Wednesday. So this could be what this is. On to Wednesday, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So that's where I really noticed this whole idea of like a team effort. So it's going to be important to, and I think this possibly could actually be where the Peacock card kind of comes in, but this could be, I'm also seeing it on Friday too, but this could be the day where it's really important to be a team player, okay? Play fair is oftentimes a message that comes in with this. And here's the thing, you actually might be in charge of something or be somewhat of an authority on a certain subject or be kind of leading the way again, right? There's a sense of like you are somewhat in charge of something, right? But as a team, everyone's doing it together. So again, I don't know exactly what the situation's going to be, how it's going to unfold, but there's a feeling of like teamwork makes the dream work here, okay? Yes, there's a feeling of like you've maybe taken the lead or maybe done a lot of the planning or you've done a lot of the work, okay? And that's definitely true, but it's still it's like a team, it was a team effort, okay? You've got the little traffic cone. This can be about direction. You could be receiving some direction. You've got the arrow here as well. So there's lots of themes of direction, redirection possibly. This could actually be why we're also getting beware of great pride. So someone could actually be directing you in a situation. So this might actually kind of, especially if you've kind of been in charge of a situation, this could be, it could kind of catch you off guard or something. Like someone might be redirecting something as a group, or it could be like you're being told to go a different way with something. Could definitely come into play. There could be need to pivot or change plans last minute on Wednesday as well. So being adaptable could be important and not being stubborn or even like, and I'm stubborn, so I totally get that. But like the feeling of yes, no, I know the way, but you're being kind of cautioned to beware of that great pride and be okay with like being corrected or letting someone else take the lead for the time being with something. I'm wondering if for a lot of you this has to do with like a work project or something, or even it could be something around the house. It could just be a general kind of feeling this week of it's best to kind of work as a team. I'm not really sure how this will unfold, but it's definitely interesting because we're getting strong themes this week of like with this. On to Thursday, you've got Page of Wands. You've got the little DNA helix structure. You've got the moon. Love that. And you've got that arrow as well. And then the pot of gold or the money, the bag of money is sort of Thursday, Friday. I don't know how many times I moved it, but I'm noticing it there. So Thursday, Friday could be especially rewarding. All right. There could be an increase in material wealth or just extra. There could be like a windfall or something lucky happening. This is a Monopoly piece too, so the game Monopoly just popped into my mind. So maybe that has relevance to the whole overarching theme. But yeah, Thursday, there could be something really exciting that pops into your, I keep getting the phrase, because I said it earlier, something exciting or fun popping into your atmosphere. So I don't know why I keep getting that, but that's what I'm getting. Page of Wands. This is definitely sticking with all of this exciting Wands energy that we're seeing. Something that you might want to begin or start, something that's interesting to you, some sort of new journey or chapter that you want to embark on. This is a feeling of excitement and newness and enthusiasm. There's a little bit of nervousness that I notice with this illustration. They do look a little bit nervous, and it always makes me think that this cat's like, hey, come on, let's go. Like, someone kind of like encouraging you could also be happening on Thursday. Another example of like how these readings can kind of play out, or could be because the Page of Wands, along with exciting news and like new creative undertakings or new creative ventures, can also indicate like a younger person in your life, and you have the DNA. So a younger family member, you know, you could be seeing a family member, like a niece or nephew, or like, you know, or someone just you knew in childhood on Thursday, and something, you know, you could be like going for dinner or something like that, right? So have fun with it. But Page of Wands definitely brings in a sense of enthusiasm and excitement, and there's a feeling of like, yes, I'm looking forward to this new chapter, this new adventure. So I love that for you for Thursday. And I love the arrow too. So there's a feeling of like forward movement. There could be something about facing a fear. You do have the moon, and you've got this like, it looks like a little salamander in the way. And maybe that's what's like making this Page of Wands a little bit nervous. So there could be elements of facing a fear. If this isn't to do with family, this could have to do with like unique qualities about you. So this could be something that you're doing like creative, like something creative, like a creative gift or natural talent that you have. You could be like diving into a creative project or doing something kind of crafty, or exploring your talents or gifts, okay? Like natural talents, gifts that you kind of like already have naturally. You've got the Nine of Wands and the Rooster. Okay, so the Rooster can be an arrogant person that you should not cross, okay? That's what it is in the tea leaf deck. So I oftentimes think of that. So there's a lot of confidence, okay? And with the Nine of Wands, there's a bit of like having your guard up or having your defenses up. So you're feeling slightly defensive about something on Friday. Just because I referenced the one Rooster card, I'm not saying you're being arrogant, but we do have beware of great pride, okay? So that's an undertone theme of like what to kind of watch out for. And with the Nine of Wands, because like I feel like you have worked hard at something, okay? We keep getting that. Like there's something you have put in a lot of great effort for, and you're still working towards, and there's rewards coming in, okay? Abundance is pouring into your life. So there's a feeling of like, yes, like I've earned this. I've worked hard for this. I just got like, you're in a good position. You're in a good position right now. It's a feeling of like, you just want to be recognized or respected, okay? But again, like there's this warning of don't let it spoil the experience. What I'm getting to tell you is don't forget what this is actually about, okay? So I don't know who that's for. You've got the key going into Saturday. Keys are awesome, okay? It could represent a way forward. You've also got the Three of Wands. So this is a great card of progress and movement and opportunities coming in. I just got the phrase, you're closer than ever. You're closer than ever. So there could be a lot of progress or movement coming in Saturday. There's also a feeling of relief when I see the Three of Wands, because if you think like, it's the ships coming in cards. I always think of that feeling of like, oh, there it is right there. Like there's that feeling of, okay, yes, they've arrived. Interesting about ships, you've got the wheel and you've got the spoon. So there could be some assistance coming in or available to you Saturday. Don't be too proud to accept it. You've got ticket to happiness as well. So there could be like an exciting opportunity. This could have to do with this tantalizing prospect that's coming your way. But ticket to happiness to me just represents an opportunity that you have. You've got this ticket. You've got this opportunity for something. Or it could actually even be saying like you're viewing something as your ticket to happiness. So take it how it fits. But I think in this case, it feels more positive because you've got the key. You've got the Three of Wands, okay? So the Three of Wands, again, is like opportunity and change and movement and something progressing. I'm getting a lot here with, look, you've even got the B here, some more teamwork, but I'm getting a lot here, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday, about like showing the world your unique qualities, showing something off is coming through. So again, like we're getting this beware of great pride, but I am getting like, it's important to be confident. Maybe it's like avoiding perfectionism too, right? Like it's okay to be flawed or have like, it's okay to have imperfections with whatever it is that you're doing. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. So that could actually connect with the peacock. So kind of embracing where you are right now, okay? The progress that you've made right now. But there's definitely a feeling of like, yes, you should be proud, but don't let that get in the way of like opportunity. So whether it's pride of like, okay, no, I did the work, like I deserve the recognition, or whether it's pride of, I don't want to ask for help, I can do this myself, or whether it's pride of like, oh no, I can't do this now because it's not perfect, I'm not perfect, I haven't figured this out perfectly yet, or I have more work to do. Like this card can come in so many different ways. So I've given as many examples as I can possibly think of, but we're seeing it kind of in different ways throughout the board. So yeah, the B can represent hard work. There could be something you're working hard on Saturday as well. Also a feeling too of like accepting help or accepting other people's guidance, even though you do know a lot about something or you are very knowledgeable about something, still accepting help, okay? or letting other people take the wheel at times could be important. Sunday at 1 o'clock, moving into Sunday, you've got the High Priestess card, you've got the Pencil. There could be something, I just got, because the Pencil, you're writing something, journaling possibly. You could be writing out spells or working with divination tools that day. I'm just looking at this here. I'm just noticing heavily like the rune stones and the oracle cards and the crystal ball and all of the books. There could be something you're learning or researching as well. There could be too like information that you have on Sunday that's important to kind of like sit with this information, okay? And just let it be, okay? So there's a feeling of information is coming in Sunday. It's important to kind of sit with it, okay? There could be temptation to tell someone, I told you so. I would just kind of sit with this information for now. Okay, I don't know what that's about. And for some reason with the Pencil, the High Priestess, like journaling, came through, like dream journaling possibly could be coming into play as well. Let me just do a quick overall. Here's the thing, group 1, like I'm seeing so much love and support and people that want to like uplift you, and that are cheering you on. Okay, so just remember that like you've got love as a main theme this week. So love is something that is cascading into your life, just like that card said. So what I'm getting is like, you don't have to be on guard all the time, okay? That just came through for someone. You don't have to be on guard all the time. Like, let this assistance come in, let this love come in, let this appreciation come in too. I'm getting to tell you, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to prove anything. Like, people will just love you the way you are, and people do appreciate your hard work. Even if they don't always say it, they do appreciate it, but you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to keep proving yourself, okay? So that's for somebody. I hope that this resonated for you this week. And again, you know, like certain charms may have meaning to you, like this ticket to happiness. You might have a ticket to a concert that night or something. So definitely take notes, write down certain things that might resonate for you, and I'd love to hear it, and we will see you next time. Hello, group 2. If you chose the pink umbrella, then this is your weekly messages. If you're new here, welcome. We are going to get a lot of detail for the next 7 days, so just join in wherever you are. This week's special guest oracle is the Sacred Traveler Oracle. I actually just posted a traveling themed video a few days ago. I was in a hotel, so I did a like check-in with the universe video. So if you want to check that out, definitely do so. Your card is Surrendering to the Journey, Release Control. Okay, so you're releasing a bit of control this week with something, or you're encouraged to release control. Let's see what your tea leaf cards have to say. Get 2 of those. You've got Empty Chair. So someone is leaving your life, and you've got Getting Together with Friends. Okay. In a very practical way, it could be that a friend is going away, having a going away party. Okay. Someone could be relocating. There could be someone leaving work or something like that, like an employee retiring. Lots of different scenarios. This doesn't have to be a bad thing, okay? But someone's leaving your life, even if it's temporarily, and Getting Together with Friends made me think of like going away party, or, you know, someone going away on vacation or moving or something like that. Okay, so this also could be like a relationship that's kind of just come to an end, and you're not trying to kind of control the direction where this relationship's going anymore. You know, you could have been feeling like you were the only one making the effort or taking the initiative in a relationship. So that could also be what's coming through. These messages don't have to connect either, okay? Okay, Monday, the High Priestess. Tuesday, the Chariot. Wednesday, King of Wands. Thursday, 3 of Pentacles. Friday, 4 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting combination so far, because I'm noticing like release control. You've got 2 days where you're really wanting to kind of be in the lead of something or take control. Okay, Saturday you've got the 6 of Pentacles, and then finally Sunday, 2 of Wands. Okay, beautiful cards. And again, you know, nothing here is telling me that this is necessarily like a situation that you're even upset about. You know, it could be a situation where a relationship is just, you know, the season of this relationship has just kind of passed, okay? So someone is leaving your life. We'll find out what's going on with the charms because that also might give us more detail. But yeah, your tarot cards are beautiful. All right. Okay, let's read Surrendering to the Journey to kind of jump us off into the reading. And then we'll go from there. We'll dive into each of the days. Okay, so Surrendering to the Journey. It says, it's time to let go. All is well. The Creator is at your side. You don't have to do it alone. Your life is guided. This is not the time to try and control the details of your life. Let it flow. There are times to hold on, but this is a time to completely surrender. Surrender to the greater forces of the universe. Let go of wanting to control your future. Simply turn your challenges over to your spiritual source. The Creator will escort you on your journey. Surrendering is not giving up. You're not yielding to a force outside of yourself. You're opening to your soul. By releasing hold, you allow the creative forces of the universe to spiral through you, which brings inspiration and direction into your life. Sometimes the journey goes a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. There are times you can see the path, but you don't know where it leads. Not knowing where you're going can activate inspiration, insight, and creative juices. You cannot discover new oceans and distant vistas unless you have the courage to let go of the shore. Interesting. You do not need to do it all yourself. Support is all around you. Simply open up your heart and allow it in. Okay, beautiful. You do have, look at that. I love this message of support is all around you. Look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Look at all of the support. You know, it's funny, I was saying how, like, you've got messages of releasing control, but the Chariot to me is, like, being very much in control. And the King of Wands, too, is, like, tends to be the type of person that wants to take the lead, wants to be in control of a situation. So I'm excited to explore those days. But, yeah, you're very, I feel like there's a sense of, like, being very trusting this week. And I actually like this because it says this way, that way, and this said, sometimes the journey goes a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. Okay, so there's almost like a feeling of maybe needing, redirected. Look at that with the traffic cone. So Tuesday, Wednesday, there could be need to, like, adapt or shift plans, like change of plans just came in. There's been a change of plans. Okay, but I'm seeing you rising to the challenge when this happens. I'm getting that you're, like, rediscovering. So sometimes the journey goes a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. So look at this. Look at this with the traffic cone. That's so cool. So it's like Tuesday, you're arriving to this point of, like, okay, I thought it was this way, but it looks like we're going that way. So I'm excited to dive into this. Let me just do the quick little, I like to do a quick little scan to kind of see. Look, that's the cover photo too. But I like to do a quick scan to see what we have kind of most of. We've got Wands, lots of Wands and Pentacles. No Cups right now, I don't think, unless I'm missing it. Nope, yeah, I don't see any Cups. We've got the High Priestess, the Chariot. Yeah, so Pentacles and Wands are kind of leading the way this week. Creative, practical energy. This getting together with friends also could be like a creative nature or something to do with work, okay, that's going on, like a collaboration. This empty chair could mean that someone is, like, leaving a team or, like, a group of people, okay? That could be like a friend going off and kind of doing their own thing, you know, and you're, like, regrouping or finding a new team or something like that. I just got, like, the most strange reference ever, and I don't unfortunately know the terminology, but you know, in hockey or, like, sports, when players get, like, sent to different teams, you know, I forget what it's called when they do that, like, that time of year. What's it called? My goodness, I don't know a lot about sports, but anyways, this could be like, yeah, someone kind of like you're finding a new team of people or a new support group with something. But yeah, let's start Monday. I don't want to jump ahead, but I do like to do a quick little scan. Monday, you are pausing, or there's like a timeout, okay, with something on Monday. You've got the jug, you've got the open cage, you've got the mouse. Let's see if the mouse is holding anything today. It's not. Sometimes this mouse is holding things because it's magnetic. Occasionally it'll come out holding on to a different charm. So we're not seeing anything today necessarily. Okay, so let me look here. What's interesting too is actually Monday, I feel like you are kind of letting, I just got the word passive. There's a feeling of like sitting back and kind of letting things pass. There's also a feeling of being patient. This could actually be the day where like you find with this empty chair with the open cage, there's a feeling of letting a situation go, okay? Just letting, and even if this is temporary, it's like there could be some temporary separation with somebody. Again, this doesn't have to be for dramatic reasons. It doesn't mean you're fighting or you're breaking up or anything like that. It's just like there's someone where I think you're going to have some distance, okay? Or they're going off to explore different things for the time being, or you are, okay? But there's a feeling of like, okay, just letting it go. Like, I think for some of you, you're not trying to control the direction of a relationship anymore. You're just at the point where you're like, you know what? Let's just see. Let's just see where this goes. And I am getting there could possibly be some distance or time out in a relationship, okay? But yeah, there's a feeling of like being a little bit carefree about it. I don't see that it's stressing you out. I don't see that this empty chair is stressing you out. It could be that for the time being, someone else is sitting in that chair, whatever this represents, whether it's like a work project or, a friend that you're spending more time with. Like, people drift in and out of our life, right? And the ones that stick with us, like I've got friends that, our relationship has really like ebbed and flowed throughout the year, but yet they're still solid friends, right? Like I might not see one friend as much one year, right? Because of just where we are in life and different things that we're doing. That's more so the flowing energy that I'm getting of this. It doesn't feel like a dramatic end of anything. It just feels like someone kind of flowing in and out of a situation. It is the best way I can describe it, okay? And you're not trying to control really anything this week all on your own, okay? There's a feeling of support is all around you, which I was really seeing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like intensely. So I'm excited to get there. But yeah, very interesting energy on Monday. You could be given some information Monday. It's important to contain this information. Group 1 had this interesting message too of like, you could get information. It's important to contain it. I'm seeing that with the jug. Think about it. Don't act necessarily on this information. Don't spread the information around. Just sit with it for right now, okay? There's a reason to not maybe share this information until you have all of the information, until you have the full picture, which is so interesting because that was actually a message that we got in one of the groups for the hotel reading that I did. It was so interesting. So that's been coming up a lot this week for some reason, okay? Let me see here. Monday could also be a day too where you're like catching up with like small little tasks and different things that you've been kind of putting off. So it could be a day to kind of tend to the small things and get those little tasks completed. So Tuesday was really interesting to me. You've got the butterfly. So this can represent change, transformation. You've got the sign of Cancer here. You've got the frog. You've got the hand. And the traffic cone. The traffic cone was the one that really jumped out when it talked about being redirected or having to go in a different direction unexpectedly. So something you are thinking is going this way might actually be going that way, okay? So Tuesday, I guess, be adaptable, expect the unexpected, and be prepared to re-strategize or regroup just came through, okay? So be prepared to like regroup or re-strategize a situation. This can be exciting, okay? Because it's just like the card said, it could be getting new creative juices flowing. It could be bringing in new opportunities, dreaming big, okay? Not limiting yourself, okay? So I think that might be what's happening is like something you were expecting to go a certain way because you hadn't even imagined it could go a different way is surprising you, okay? So something's changing. You've got a lot about change and evolution and this always makes me think of transformation. So of course does the butterfly. So lots about transformation. Someone with the sign of Cancer could be like a main character that day or someone that you're dealing with, of course. And you also have someone possibly reaching out this day. Keep in mind, I always mention it, but I'd just like to remind you, certain charms might have meaning to you. Like the frog could be like, oh, my best friend's favorite animal is a frog, and something like that could happen with a friend. But this generally makes me think of reaching out, so I think that this might be this day, okay? So getting together with friends, a friend could reach out. A friend could be traveling as well, or traveling to come see you, okay? Someone you haven't seen in a while is just in town for a couple of days, right? So it's just sort of a quick little impromptu kind of get together, or someone could be traveling or going away for a little while. Okay, you've got the Cheer Charm Wednesday. So much support. I love that with these cards as well, but the Cheer Charm talks about support. And this is like Prince Charming, okay? So there could be like a romantic element. It doesn't have to be, because it's actually reminding me, because of the red capes, it's kind of reminding me of whoever this person is. So there could be someone who's motivating you. This just came through because the King of Wands is very motivating with the cheer. Yet I feel like someone's motivating you, or you're feeling very motivated by someone. There could be like a King of Wands person in your life, okay? It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it could be. But this person's motivating, they're inspiring, they're innovative and creative. They're fiery. They are somebody who dreams big. They don't limit themselves. It's very much go big or go home. They might be a little bit bossy. Okay, so someone they just want you to kind of strive for more is coming in Wednesday, okay? So someone's like cheering you on, helping you create a plan or a strategy possibly. Because it feels like this person coming in to support you. I'm seeing it as someone who's like really cheering you on. Okay, this person is like, again, like they're exciting to be around. They're very motivating. They're active. They're engaging. They're personable. They're energetic. Like that's the kind of person that this is. So I'm curious to see what this is. It could be a love interest, doesn't have to be. It could just be someone at work. It could be even a boss, okay, or like someone in a leadership position. But someone's giving you some sort of motivation or advice possibly, or some sort of boost is what I'm picking up on. On to Thursday, you've got the scissors. This could be where the chair comes in. So there could be like cutting a connection or something like this. Thursday, you also have 1 o'clock as important. 3 of Pentacles. So this is where this theme of like support and teamwork comes in. Also, there could just be something that you're working on. Okay, you are polishing your skills or developing your skills, learning new tips, new pointers from other people, possibly sharing what you have to learn. I'm seeing people are very magnetized towards you. They want to be around you because, of course, this King of Wands energy could be you too. Someone who's dynamic and ready to like shift things, and they take the lead, they take the initiative. So this could also be your energy. It doesn't have to be someone, okay? So keep that in mind. I was kind of feeling like there is someone that could be doing this for you, because we're getting so many messages of support, but it could also just be your energy. But either way, regardless, I see that people are they want to be around you this week, okay? People are maybe seeking you out for advice or support, pointers, tips, that kind of thing. And people are admiring your ideas or your plans or what you've created. Like people are seeing your vision. People are really seeing your vision this week. You've got the carousel. This can be like patterns or coming back around to something, circling back to something just came through. Like I said, 1 o'clock, and then the scissors can be like pruning, editing. Making edits to something. So something could be getting edited or trimmed on Thursday. You could be getting a haircut Thursday too, though, right? So again, have fun with the charms. But this could also be cutting some sort of connection with the chair card. On to Friday, you've got the Tiger's Eye. I didn't even know this was in here. I didn't mean to put this in here. I remember pulling this out the other day for a different purpose. So that's really interesting. You've got you might want to look more into Tiger's Eye. I can do a quick I'll see if I have my little, to me, it's making me think of like fire energy, actually. And now I'm thinking of the song, Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. So that's interesting. Yeah, maybe look more into Tiger's Eye and the symbolism of that crystal. It's very protective, I know that. And you've got the 4 of Wands. So possibly this could be where this getting together with friends comes into play Thursday. But overall, a feeling of support, a feeling of stability, a feeling of success, achievement. There could be something you're celebrating that day. Some of you are selling a home or buying a home or finalizing the last details on a home possibly. So you've got the little binoculars too. This can be about like looking ahead at something, okay, or seeing something more clear possibly. You've got the key. Definitely getting like lots about house finalizations of sales, new apartments, things like that. Housewarming parties possibly, graduations, all stuff like that. Okay, so that could be why you're getting together with friends too. Binoculars, you could be going sightseeing or something like that, or going hiking, but this generally makes me think of like looking ahead, or it's actually making me think of this 2 of Wands too. So looking ahead, planning, Could be something to plan for. You've got High Priestess energy again Thursday. So you've got it Monday and Saturday, I should say. Highly tapped into your intuition, especially on Saturday. Someone could ask you for a tarot reading on Saturday. That just came through. Someone could ask you for your advice or assistance or guidance to help overcome a problem. Just seeing if anything else specific is coming through. There's definitely themes of like assistance though, or like give and take. Someone could be helping you with something. You could have the opportunity to help someone else with something. It could be both, okay? It could be like an exchange of some kind. But generally this card is like assistance or generosity, okay? So someone could actually be being very generous with you as well. You've got some sort of hurdle is being overcome on Saturday. A feeling of luck. Yeah, I'm getting some sort of obstacle you're overcoming Saturday, possibly with the help of someone. It could have to do with someone's like guidance or foresight or something like that. Okay, and then speaking of foresight, on Sunday, you've got the Two of Wands. So you're looking ahead, you're planning, you're fantasizing, you're dreaming, you're considering different options, possibly doing some research online. You've got the House again. So lots about homes for sale. This could have to do with traveling too. Someone could bring you home a souvenir this weekend. So they could go away and bring you a souvenir. Or if they are going away somewhere, they could bring something back for you. You're feeling very inspired, especially on Sunday. Like new ideas are popping in. You're like having this feeling of like, oh, I hadn't considered that. Actually, let me look more into that. So your world is kind of opening up on Sunday. Okay, considering different options. This could just be something small. This could be like online shopping and kind of exploring options for what you could purchase for your new living room or something like that, right? The phrase out with the old, in with the new came in. I don't know if that's relevant for anyone. Some of you could be going to garage sales this weekend, Saturday, Sunday too. There could be a feeling of like yard sales, garage sales. Because I just saw like a yard sale with this house. I am seeing by the end of the week you're planning for something. It could be this get together with friends. Like someone could say, hey, I'm coming to town. Or, hey, I'm going away. Can we get together? So plans are being made. I am seeing on the weekend someone could ask you for a favor or some help or advice with something. Could be something small, like, can you help me move this piece of furniture? Could you drive me somewhere? But yeah, definite feelings of like support. Support is all around you. I love that. You might have a hard time accepting support, okay? Because you like to be in control. I'm seeing that. So this week, I think one of the main messages is be okay with like not being in control for the time being. Release control. Release control as in like asking for help, asking for assistance if you need it. If plans change suddenly and you have to pivot or change direction, be adaptable, right? Let this King of Wands character come in and kind of lead the way a little bit. Okay, this is someone who likes to lead, so let them lead if they want to help for a little while, like that kind of thing. Let your friends help you. Release control by letting this person or the situation leave your life if it's not meant to be there right now. Honestly, I love your messages this week, group 2. Let me know if this resonates. Have fun with it. Definitely make notes of the charms. Certain things might be relevant. But yeah, I was seeing definitely like yard sales or something this weekend. So I'd be curious to know if that... It could be like something leaving your life too. Like maybe you are having a yard sale. For sale sold. The house, I saw the yard sale. Maybe you're like letting go of like old things that you've been holding on to that you don't want anymore. I could spend hours on this, honestly, group 2. So I will wrap up there. Let me know what you think. Definitely check out my hotel reading. That was a lot of fun. I always love doing different readings like that. So I will link that below if you want to check that out and get further messages. And we will see you next time. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the yellow umbrella, then this is your weekly messages. We are going to dive in and see what is in store for you this week. I'm excited to jump in. If this is your first weekly reading, welcome. We are about to get a lot of detail. We're going to go day by day. And this week's special guest oracle is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. And I just used these actually in a reading that I did in a hotel. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it below. I did like a check-in with the universe message, so I'll link that below. It was a lot of fun. So starting off your week, you've got unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay, let's see what your tea leaf cards say. Group 3. What's coming in for group 3 this week? Honor and respect will come to you, and great good fortune. All right. For some reason, this made me think of that story, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like Narnia, the snowy scene. I don't know. Maybe that's relevant to someone, but okay. Group 3. What is going on this week? Group 3. 8 of Wands on Monday. Tuesday, 2 of Cups. Wednesday, 3 of Wands. Thursday, let's see what's going on Thursday, 3 of Pentacles. I think that's the second group today to get that card on Thursday. Friday, 9 of Pentacles. Saturday, Ace of Cups. Sunday, 3 of Cups. Oh my goodness, solid cards. Wow, look at that. Okay, so group 3, let's dive in and get your charms too. I just want to quickly glance. I like to kind of take note of like what we have. So like some weeks we might have more like swords cards, for instance, right? Or some weeks we might have more pentacles cards. So like every week I kind of like to just take a peek and see what we have more of. You've got wands, pentacles, cups, no swords. Not one swords card today. So that's interesting. Okay. So that just tells me that this week isn't, it's more of a feeling, experiencing type week, I would say. Like you're leading more with your emotions. You're not as in your head this week about certain situations. You're leading more, I'm seeing, with like emotions. So that could be good news because it could represent that this week nothing's really weighing too heavy on your mind. And I'm getting something about like new experiences. I'm getting something about like actual physical new experiences. Like the word tactile came in. So like, I don't know what this is talking about, but maybe for some of you, it's like you're experiencing like a new place where you're like tasting new things or like feeling new fabrics or something. Like, I don't know, there's something, I don't know who that's for or what that's about. It could have something to do with work too or something. I don't know, but I wanted to mention it. But yeah, unknown territory. So this could be a little bit more literal. This could actually be that you're traveling to new places. This could be like a new job or new location that you're working at where you're having to get to know new people. But there's definitely a feeling of like you're getting out of your comfort zone this week, group 3. And I feel like maybe this happened without you even realizing it. There's sort of this feeling of like, whoa, where am I? Like, suddenly everything looks different or I'm somewhere new. I literally just heard Jack in my mind from Nightmare Before Christmas say, I'm someplace new. So yeah, there's something about that. The trees maybe also made me think of that too. Like, you know how Jack in that movie like approaches all those trees and there's different worlds. So yeah, that popped in too. Okay, so let's get some charms, group 3, and then we will fully dive in. I just like to do a quick little scan of what I'm noticing. You've got good luck this week, though. Great good fortune. That's always nice. I always do the charms differently. Like sometimes I just like throw them and then other times I like sprinkle them. It just kind of happens, I guess, intuitively. But okay, so let's take a look at Monday. Monday, you've got the 8 of Wands. I don't know. I feel like I always forget what each group gets after, like literally as soon as I'm done. But I know group 1 had 8 of Wands for sure. But yeah, this, and look at that with the little propeller. So I love that. All of this windy energy, okay? And I always like to say before we dive in, some of these charms could have personal significance to you. Like you could be going on a work coffee date or something on Thursday, you know? So have fun with it. Yeah, lots of, look at that, you've got the beaver. Lots about work, teamwork for sure. I'll get there, but getting ahead of myself. So 8 of Wands. So with the windmill, we're seeing this tornado here. The 8 of Wands, Monday. There's definitely a feeling of like massive change or new energy coming in, sudden shifts, exciting new opportunities. This doesn't have to be as overwhelming as the image looks. It can be exciting if you are able to kind of get swept up in the excitement of it rather than trying to like cling to the comfort zone. Because again, group 3, I think this week's largely about like getting pushed out of the comfort zone or letting yourself be out of the comfort zone without like this. And I wanted to read this to you actually, and we'll pause as soon as I'm done my thought here. But like, to me, it's like this week, it's okay to be in unknown places or like to not know where everything is. It's okay to be, it's okay to be the new person in a situation. Like you are coming in, you've got the opportunity now to explore a situation, to get to know new people. You're exactly where you need to be. So you feel lost right now, or you feel very swept up, or things just aren't the way they were suddenly, but you are getting out of the comfort zone or released from something, okay? There's like a feeling of, yeah, being released. Okay, so let's read this really quickly before we fully jump in. So you are exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. So even if you don't have all of the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Okay, so that's interesting. Your heart always knows. So remember earlier I said, like, we don't have any swords cards. So you're not overthinking things necessarily this week. And I'm not saying you're not using your best judgment or anything like that. Of course, like, it's important that we do that. But this is more so about, like, you're leading with your heart. You're leading with your intuition. You're leading with your passions. You are not overthinking anything this week. So it says, instead of dismay because you're in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. It says, sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. So just to pause there, like that could be what it is. Like some of you have started new jobs, okay? Honor and respect will come to you. Like you're just literally getting to know the place or the new tasks or new responsibilities. Like give yourself a second. Okay, so however it can be in this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. Wow. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. So if you are thinking, oh my gosh, like look how far I've wandered off from where I came, you know, so to speak, like, where am I? Like, what, like, you are exactly where you need to be. Like, it's okay to not know all of the answers, group 3, okay? So I want you to know that that's like the main message. Okay, yeah, so Monday, back to Monday, you've got that 8 of Wands energy. So this is like also one of my busy day cards. I've said that several times before in my readings. So if you know my readings, you know that this is one of 2 of the cards that I call my busy day cards, 2 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands for different reasons. This is more of like the kind of day where things just happen suddenly. You have to kind of adapt. You know, if it's not talking about one thing in particular, like news or sudden change, it could just be that it's a busy day where things are kind of like popping in unexpectedly and plans are shifting and things are happening all at once and you're asked a million questions all at once, like that kind of day. So I guess go with the flow would be the best advice, I would say. The momentum continues into Tuesday. You've got the horse there. You've got the camel. This is persevere and you will overcome problems. It's also reminds me of being like self-sufficient. You've got the sloth here, which can be relaxation, time out, going slow. So it's interesting that you've got a charm of speed and momentum with the sloth. So that's interesting too. I mean, there could be, maybe there's like something about taking a moment to relax. I don't know. It's like, to me, it's this week seems to be about momentum building is my feeling. I don't know. There's some leisurely moments, of course, but You got the horse. It could be saying that Tuesday is kind of calming down, could literally be what it is. But you've got Two of Cups, so this is a day where partnerships are kind of taking center stage. This could be business partnerships, it could be friendships, it could be romantic partnerships, but it's a reciprocal relationship, okay? So, you know, people enjoying each other, reciprocity, balance, investing into a relationship, kind of like that mutual feeling of investment or interest is coming through. So could be like a date or something. This could be, you know, a new relationship blossoming, getting to know someone. It's a very positive card, whether it's platonic or romantic. It's beautiful energy. So maybe you're getting to relax with someone that day. I don't know. It's just kind of funny to see the contrast there between like momentum, speed, and then like relaxation, time out, taking your time. So it could be actually saying like, there's a bit, I will say, because you've got a bit of like this waviness of productivity and relaxation, at least here that I'm seeing. I don't know, I kind of just noticed certain things like that. Yeah, and the camel, I mean, this is the thing too, certain charms might have relevance to you. I mean, you could just take a really nice nap that day or watch a documentary on like sloths. I don't know, right? Like have fun with it. All of these readings don't have to be overly significant or too serious. Like we're looking at 1 week, right? In 1 month, in a whole year. So sometimes the messages are just about everyday life, right? It's just fun to kind of get some clues as to what themes might be coming up this week. Wednesday, you've got the nails. So there could be a nail appointment or some sort of appointment to do with self-care. You could purchase a nail polish or go to a spa or, you know, do something like that. You've got the Cup here. I am seeing a relationship progressing, okay? So whether it is a new relationship that's just starting to blossom or if it is a established relationship or partnership kind of moving in a more positive direction, it could be either or, but I am seeing like a lot of investment or progress in a relationship. Like it could be you and a partner bonding or making progress with something because you've been like working on it or more invested in a relationship. So there could be progress made with something there. You've got the piggy bank, okay? So something about savings. You could be saving for something on Wednesday. News could be coming in Wednesday, okay? It doesn't seem to be alarming news at all, but some sort of news or epiphany, flash of information could also come in on Wednesday. The Cup, again, it's like Ace of Cups energy, which you have there too. So lots of loving feelings between the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups twice, like lots of loving emotions. Even the two hearts on the nail polish is making me think of like bonding. You and a friend could have like a spa appointment together. This to me is like the card where you're like enjoying a luxurious experience or treating yourself to something. It's very much self-care to me. So I love that. But yeah, the piggy bank could mean that savings is on your mind on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, around there. You know, there could be something sudden happening to do with like money, influx of money or savings or something. Okay, on to Three of Pentacles. On Thursday, you've got the coffee cup. You've got the gummy bears. This is like a group setting, social setting or something like that. You've got the beaver, which is like hard work. You've got the knight or the person on the horse. So yeah, if there's more energy kind of gaining momentum, the motivation, feeling very motivated. You could be working with others, okay, because you've got the gummy bears and the Three of Pentacles. But yeah, you're feeling like motivated to problem solve, I'm getting on Thursday. Working really hard with the beaver. So Thursday could just be a busy or really productive day. You're getting a lot done. I'm seeing that you're going to have to like work and interact with different people, okay? So it could be especially social that day or a lot to do. People I think are really respecting you, your point of view, your hard work. They're admiring something that you've done or something that you're working on. They want to hear more about it or work with you. They're very like interested in you or what you have to say. So people are kind of like sticking to you. Sorry, I keep upping to the camera. People are sticking to you or like wanting to be around you. They're fascinated by something that you're working on. I'm seeing on Thursday. So very interesting and more energy, momentum, lots of action. Okay. Like I'm getting lots of like bursts of action or bursts of energy this week, which is kind of cool. Like here, 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 here. The way my brain works, I'll connect certain themes of like different charms. So I'm just noticing a lot of bursts of energy and momentum throughout the week, almost like little, yeah, like bursts. I don't know, it's interesting. Okay, so on to Friday, you've got the wand. You've got the 4-leaf clover twice. Look at that. So lots of luck coming in this week, group 3. Great good fortune this week indeed. You've got this repeated twice. So could be a lucky week, okay? Or just a week where you're experiencing material success or material luck because we've got the Nine of Pentacles that day. You've got the magnifying glass. So you're being encouraged to look at something closer that day. I'm getting the phrase investigate further. This could be more connected to Thursday as well. I did land here though. What I would say is look into your passions because you have the wand and you have the magnifying glass. There could be something that you want to study more or look closer at, or yeah, get a second look at. Okay, but yeah, you've got luck that day. 9 of Pentacles, you're just enjoying the comforts of life that day, okay? You could be like treating yourself to something. This is a very independent card. In business, it's a very prosperous card. It could mean that your business is really, thriving, especially on Friday, but this week in general. Could mean that you got some time off to kind of enjoy your hard work and just relax. You got that twice this week, so could have some opportunities to relax and kind of let loose, especially with that 3 of Cups on Sunday. Okay. And I try to remind people too is like, just because one card's on one day, like this is your overall week, the energy of the week. So just because it's just on this day, I do like to mention that this energy can carry throughout the whole week. For example, it could be especially like social week where you're getting together with friends and also just one person in particular, you're collaborating, right? So it's a very social week, I can see. It's lots of movement and momentum as we saw, motivation, you're working hard, especially Thursday. You're getting this like burst of motivation and energy. You're working well with others. People are interested in you. So yeah, lots of progress, confidence in your skills is building. I love that. Okay, so on to Saturday, you've got the Diary, Secret Love with the Prince Charming and Ace of Cups. Okay, so if that isn't Secret Crush, I don't know what is. So Secret Love, Prince Charming, Ace of Cups. So someone's developing feelings for you, okay? Will they ever tell you? I don't know. It says Secret Love, not sure, but you've got some emotions definitely starting to develop. This could also be you developing secret feelings for someone else, okay? But overall, you're very in tune with your intuition that day, with your emotions. This is a feeling of emotional renewal. I love this card because it feels just like feeling refreshed to me. Like I feel refreshed. I feel hopeful. It's I find it to be a very lucky card as well. Okay. And there's lots of potential within this card too. So beautiful energy coming in Saturday. Could just be like a really, I'm trying to think. So Mother's Day is this weekend too. There could be like a social thing for Mother's Day. But yeah, it could just be a really nice day that just sort of renews the soul, right? Just gives you like a nice breath of fresh air. The scissors can talk about like pruning, editing. You could be making edits. There could be something that you're like releasing or cutting out. I'm getting more like editing though. I'm getting a lot of that lately with the scissors, editing, pruning, that kind of thing. It could be that you're getting a haircut, right? You've got the nail polish and the scissors. So this week could be like the week where you're doing that kind of stuff. You've got 3 of Cups Sunday. So a celebration Sunday or getting together with friends, a little bit of a social feeling coming in Sunday. You don't really have any charms. So that could just be that feeling, or it could just be something to celebrate. A friend could have news or something like that, or you could make a new friend with unknown territory. But friendship, social events, feeling like you found just the people you can be yourself with, and just relax and just enjoy. So something fun is happening Sunday. I'm seeing group 3, so I hope that you have fun. We are going to wrap up there, group 3. I love this week for you. Your week was probably the easiest to kind of dissect or really break down. So I think that means that this week might just be, it might go by pretty fast this week, honestly. Like you might be like, by the end of the week, by the time I post the next video, you might be like, whoa, where did this week go? But it feels really rewarding and fun and beautiful overall. Does that mean every week is perfect? No, of course. There's going to be challenges, but you don't really have any being mentioned here. So that's interesting. So I'd love to know what you think, group 3. We will see you next time.